What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Rabbit Trails.
Woo!
Episode
23.
Episode you already know. 23. Yay!
Yeah. Woo!
They did it for 23 weeks straight.
Wow, they're the
We've
greatest
got
of
it
all
in us.
times. Wow, they're so
Gosh,
awesome.
dude.
Greatest podcast of all time ever.
Dude, we are so dedicated for the little amount that we have.
Dude, we're dedicated to
and
the fans.
that's how you know. And that's how you know it's called passion, right?
I'm addicted to the bag, dude.
Yeah, and we don't
And
get
we're not
any,
making
so I don't know what bag he's talking
anything.
about.
So I'm going through withdrawals, okay?
Yeah, so
Tell
it's
your
just an empty
sister
bag
and your
Gage has.
brother to get on this ish, bro. Tell them.
Yeah. Or not even a relative, just whoever you know.
Yeah, it could
or
be
don't know.
your
You don't
brother-
have to know that.
Yeah, your brother as in like my bro, my friend, you know? Or your sister,
Yeah.
my sister, you know? Like people say that, right? Cheetah girls, they still say that, right?
So,
Sister,
okay.
right? Josh, right?
We just lost viewers from that. So, how you been, man?
Dude, I'm good.
Let's open up with that. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I shaved my face, looking like
Yep.
a 12-year-old.
Yep.
Just the vibe.
Yeah, you
dude.
look like, I told Gage this before we started, he looks like Miss Fowl from Jimmy Neutron when she was young.
That is literally
'cause he's
exactly
got-
what I was going for, though. So, I'm pretty good,
Really?
man.
Like you went into like the barber. No, you didn't go to a barbershop. You did it
Did it
yourself,
myself.
right?
I Thanos that.
You did it yourself. And you just had a picture of Miss Fowl on the mirror as you were shaving, and you were like, squawk!
Yeah. So that's how it worked. So pretty good. Been shaving every day. Doing
Wow.
the thing that guys do or whatever in the business realm.
Business realm.
Yeah, but so that's been cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of living, man. I'm just living. I'm watching good television, seeing Doctor Strange tomorrow.
Yeah.
Life's good. How about you, man? What's going on?
I'm good, man. Nothing really new going on over here. I mean, other than I figured out something about myself that's been plain and in front of me my whole life, and I didn't notice it until Sunday. So
Okay.
I went to a baseball game.
Okay.
With my family.
Yes.
Right? Boo. Gosh. So it was fun. It was a good time. And then everything is so I care very little about anything. And I try to not care as little as possible. Right? It takes a lot to
You
get
try
any
to
kind
not
of reaction
care
out of
as
me.
much as possible.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really care about much
Right.
or anything. But I get annoyed very easily.
Facts.
So I feel like the mixture of not caring a lot and the other thing, which is being very annoyed easily. I feel like if you mix those together, then you get a butthole, right? It makes me a butthole.
Okay.
So we're at the game. Everything's fun.
Yeah.
Family's enjoying it. I'm there. I'm enjoying it. I'm sitting there just hanging out, and the family's really interactive with it, right? Anytime someone hits the ball, they're like, go! Like the ball has like a soul. Like the ball has a soul and is gonna be like the ball's like going, and it's like you go, and the ball's like,
Okay.
I got you, man, and just like takes off. So they're having their fun there. It's a great time.
Yeah.
I mean, and then my brother's very interactive with it because he's having fun.
Okay.
And a song starts playing, and you might have heard this one, right? It goes da na na na. Okay, and then you go, and then it goes,
Oh,
and then
gotcha.
it goes. Da,
Well,
da,
I thought
da,
you
da,
were
da,
waiting for me
right?
to sing something, and I'm like, I don't know.
Right? No.
The clap.
No. So the
Right.
song goes. It's a tune that comes on, and it goes
Right.
na 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 na, and then everyone claps and goes. Right. So my brother has his arms folded.
Okay.
Right. He's got it. Now here's
Or maximum fold.
So his arms are folded, right? But he folds them too high, right? So it's up here almost to his neck, right? So
He
already
chokes himself
I'm
out.
looking, but see, I don't care. He chokes himself out. He's like, I can't breathe.
My elbows too high. Josh.
And then he passes out and his arms unfold. He's like, so okay. So sorry, phone's going off. Freaking all these deals going on. Like, oh, please let us
sign on.
Sponsor
Please.
your podcast. And I'm like, okay. So his arms are folded too high, right? Now I look at it and I go, arms are folded too high, and I'm observing, right? Sitting back. Now I sit with my legs like really wide open and my arms way out.
You man spread
because I feel like, right,
big time.
Yeah, because the vibe. Okay, so I look around and I go, okay, the vibe's here.
Yeah,
the vibe is here. I've checked it.
Yeah,
and I'm in it.
Yep.
Right, and I slouch back.
He's vibing.
So I look at him. And I see his arms are folded too high. And I go and I think to myself, I go, arms are folded too high, but the vibe is here. And then I go, I don't care. And then I continue to man spread. And that doesn't bother me.
You're vibing out.
Now,
and he did not pass the vibe check.
He's in his own way. He's passing his own vibe check. Okay. But, some things could be different, but, I'm in my own world.
You're in your own vibe.
So arms are folded, okay? Too high, but arms are folded. And then you hear, and then it goes, da-na-na-na, and then he unfolds his arms and he goes, interactive, right? And then he folds them back. And then he folds them back, okay? And then it goes, na-na-na-na, and then he unfolds, okay? And then he goes...
Yeah.
And then he folds back.
I can see how you got annoyed because I am.
Now, I think surely not, right?
Surely not.
I think he's already unfolded them twice.
There's no way he'd go for a third.
Surely not a third time.
Doesn't he know 3 strikes and you're out?
Dude, we're at a baseball game. How do you not know that?
This dude goes 3 times.
So then it goes na 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 na, and then he unfolds and does it again. And so now I'm like, I'm looking around and I go, the vibe's not here.
The vibe has been sucked out.
Hey,
it's been quenched.
Stop doing that.
Yeah.
I go, why are you doing that? Just keep them unfolded and then clap. And then when you're done clapping, you can go back to being folded. You're just making more work for yourself. And this is fair, right? He responds with, well, that's how I want to do it. Now this is
the Bolton way.
So then it hits me, right? This is how I need to approach the world.
Yeah, that's how I want to do it.
Now this is how I've known that I get annoyed easily was because the whole thing, arms are folded, right? That's silly to be agitated about, and then an unfolding, clapping, folding.
Yeah,
you're making more work for yourself, but it's fine, right?
It's fine.
I've acknowledged that, but then I learned something about,
and I don't like it. It's not fine. Let the record show it's not fine.
Objection. You asked the question.
Objection.
Oh shoot.
Muffins. What are they? Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Continue.
We're gonna get into that one. So then out of learning that I'm a butthole that gets annoyed over nothing that should be taken any kind of serious, I learned something about how I want to approach people. Okay. Right? Yeah. Because people have been really hard to love lately. I don't know what it is. Also, here's one thing that I think has spiraled people out of control. Okay. So I've been hearing a lot about COVID brain, right?
Oh,
people get COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I feel like people get COVID, okay, and then they get over it, and then they become butt faces, and then they do butt face things, and then they go, I'm sorry, man, I had COVID. It's just how it is. Dude, you can't use COVID as an excuse for you being a butthole. That's not a side effect. That's just because that's who you are as a person.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Anyways, so he says to me, well, that's how I want to do it. And I just leave it at that, right? But
Yeah.
in my mind, I'm thinking
You had a
how I
spiritual
should approach
awakening.
these things. Yes. Yeah. Because how I should approach these things is encourage everyone in what they want to do, support them through those decisions that they want to make, and then imply what I want at the end.
Yeah.
Like this, right? Hey, why don't you just keep your arms unfolded, clap, and then fold them back when the thing is done? Oh, well, that's how I want to do it. You know what? I support that, and I understand you, and I think you should do whatever it is you want to do. Stop doing that.
That's really, really good. That's so freaking funny, bro.
Because now, right, you feel encouraged. In saying that, right, you feel encouraged.
Yeah,
You feel
you get
like
all
you're
warm
being
and fuzzy.
understood. But stop that.
Yeah, because it's
right?
like, it's even more so because they think they've won. You know, they say,
Right.
they take a stand. They say, that's what I want. That's what I want to do. And then you back down. For those who can't see, I put quotations up. You back down, quotations.
Right.
You say, hey, man, you're right. So you back down, quotations, and then you encourage them. And you say, you know what? You are correct. You should do it because you want to. And you're your own free-willed human being. So do it however you please. And then you come in with that right hook and you say, but freaking stop that and do what I want. Yeah. That's really funny.
So that is now my way of living.
I am in serious support of that.
And I feel like you're going to adopt that too, or should consider
I
it.
am very much considering it. I'll tell you what, I was thinking while you were telling that story initially about how you don't care about anything, but you get annoyed by a lot. And I was thinking about how, you know, I used to adopt the same principle. I've sort of moved away
off,
from that.
Which is healthy, by the way. I don't encourage that kind of living. It causes problems.
So you see here, but now what I realize is that I do care about things, a solid amount of things, but I also still get annoyed. So I switched one, and I think that mine is the worst option because now I not only get annoyed easily, I get annoyed more because I care about more things. So I'm generally a more aggravated persona. And my friends who know me, my roommate, you know, he knows
me.
you're my best friend. So, you know, you're at the higher level.
Don't you freaking forget that?
You think I could ever forget that, you freaking idiot? We literally have a podcast together.
We have a podcast together? Dude, tempt me, I'll shut this thing down. You understand me?
What freaking ever, dude? I just called you my best friend, and this is what I'm freaking getting for it?
I better be your freaking best friend. You're
you
on
want me
here
to
freaking
freaking revoke the statement? You want me to revoke it?
More
is that what you want?
Friends.
Oh, want me to revoke it?
Freaking now, dude.
So I get super aggravated because I do care about things, and I think it makes me a larger butthole.
I could see
like
that.
you're butthole, but I'm bigger butthole. Like I'm a big butthole, and I do butthole things to people, you know, because I do care and I'm annoyed. So it's like maybe caring is the wrong way to go, you know, because I get mad and people don't like it, and I can't blame them. Half the time I don't like that I get mad about stuff, you know.
Right.
But I didn't used to be an angry person because I didn't freaking care. Okay, but now I care, and so now I get freaking mad when bad things happen. And it's good sometimes, but other times I just get really mad, and I don't like being mad, dude. It's freaking hard.
I guess there's no win-win for us.
There's no win. There's no win for being kind of us, dude.
Yeah, that sucks, man. We really are going through it.
We hit the 8 ball.
No one else has more serious issues.
every time.
Yeah. I
Without
suck at
failure,
pool.
we sink that 8-hole in the wrong pocket on the first shot. All the other
Dude,
balls are untouched.
I call pocket, and I hit a different one,
Same.
and then I lose.
Every time, dude.
And then I get mad.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, that's. I guess there is no winning for us. That sucks. You know what else sucks because segues are cool.
You know who else is not winning?
Probably Amber freaking Heard because her lawyers are such a joke.
They are an embarrassment.
We've been talking. Okay, we've barely talked about. We've hinted at a couple times on this podcast, and
the last 3 episodes.
Right now, dude,
we're going in again.
Yeah, we're going in again because why? Because she's spending so much money to lose.
Because it's culturally relevant, and also more funny things have come to light. Okay, and me and Josh were talking about it this week. Okay, I sat on my
I just
bed
don't understand how
for 45 minutes, and I watched this court case, and I was texting Josh the whole time in capitals, but also lowercase, and I was laughing, and I was enamored, and I was also bamboozled, and I was also frustrated. Those are the emotions that I was feeling. I don't think enamored is a feeling. No, it is.
I don't know enamored. What it means.
I felt enamored. No, enamored is a verb. I don't know. Don't know, don't care.
Dude, I don't freaking know. You could say it was a freaking
Willy Wonka chocolate factory.
Yeah, dude, you could say it's a synonym, and I'd be like, okay.
You're right, man.
Because it's all about how you say things. If you say it confidently, anybody will believe anything.
That's true. That is true. That's what I'm learning. I think we talked about it, but I said, dude, especially watching Better Call Saul, which if you don't know, is a spinoff series off of Breaking Bad, one of the greatest shows of all times. It's about the lawyer guy in that handles these cases, okay? And he's a lawyer. Sorry, he's a con man who becomes a lawyer, okay? And so basically he cons, which is literally the profession of a lawyer, okay? Because I told Josh, I'm thinking about this, and I'm thinking, it doesn't matter if you have the facts. This is at least in the American justice system, okay? In the American court of law. It doesn't matter if you have the facts. What matters is that you sway the jury in their feelings, which are not factual. They're swaying like a sea, okay? Because the moon does the gravity stuff, okay? And so it's completely just like you can just spin a story and you say it. You say something in a certain way with certain provocative emotion behind it, and you sway the freaking jury, and they believe you. They just have to believe you. It doesn't have to be true. You have to make them believe you. That's the job of a freaking lawyer, dude. You can present all the facts you want, but if you hit the heart and the feelings of that jury, you're going to come out of that trial innocent as frick, and you're going to walk the streets after you've murdered someone because that lawyer said, "Hey, don't you want to cry?" And then you cry, and he says, "This guy loves puppies, little puppies." And you show a video of puppies, and the jury goes, "I love puppies. This guy loves puppies. I don't think he killed anyone." And the prosecution is going, "I have a video of him shooting this dude in the face." And the lawyer goes, "He loves puppies. He loves puppies. Can you bring up Exhibit B, please? This is this man right here.
Him with a puppy.
He is kissing a puppy. Now tell me you wouldn't kiss a puppy. He's just like you. You could be this man. He's just one of you." And then the jury goes into their little recess, and they go, I think that video was tailored. I think that was a fake video. The special effects these days are incredible. And people that just do it on YouTube. And I think that that's a fake video because he loves puppies. I love puppies. So I think he's innocent." And then the whole entire jury goes, "I agree with that. Innocent." And then he walks free, a murderer, because of a lawyer who hit the feels, okay? And that's my piece.
Gage did say something to me that I did agree with, was that court is all a
performance.
It's a performance. Right. Now, there are most of the time, like with this case, you have two actors who are, one actor said that another actor did something he didn't do. In fact, it was the roles were reversed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because she actually said that he used to abuse her. But not only does this man have like messages of that not being true, he has audio, which is a crazy, which is such a crazy like thing, like evidence to
Yeah,
have. It's like if you go, "Did you do it?" and they go, "No," and then they have, "Well, let's listen to this," and he goes, "Hey,
I did
did
it.
you do it?" And the person goes, "I did it." Yeah, because that's basically what those videos were. To which I'm like, case is over, right? We don't have to do this anymore.
Yeah,
We can end it early. She did the thing, right? She chucked a vodka bottle at him and his finger fell off. And then she was like, I didn't hit you, I slapped you, which is the same
no, she said I
thing.
didn't punch you. I hit you.
Also, the
Same
same thing.
thing.
Synonyms.
Yep.
These are all synonyms, right? So we get to end this case now, but it's innocent until proven guilty or whatever,
Dude, I kind of want to try
so
something.
okay.
If we ever get into legal trouble, I'm saying this right now to you, the viewers, the listeners, okay? Okay, I'm going to do this. I don't know if Josh is going to do this, but if Josh or I ever get into legal trouble, okay, I'm going to say right
Could
now,
happen.
we're going to record an audio bit that you, the viewers, can cut out, and we're both going to clearly state I did not do it, so that our lawyer can play this at the trial, and then that's facts. Okay, so here we go.
Are we doing it? Okay, we're
Well,
doing it
I'm
now.
going to say it, and then you say it, so they can cut it separately. I don't know if
Okay.
if you're going to get in trouble, if I'm going to get in trouble. We might both, but all right.
Okay, but just to have it,
Yeah,
right?
just so that the viewers can help us. It'll be like a community event, you know. Everyone will come out to the
Sure. Yeah.
trial, and then they'll
Mm-hmm.
say, "What's your defense?" And they'll say, "Well, I have an audio
I
recording
got
actually right
evidence.
here that my client did
Yep.
not commit that crime." And they'll just go, "Really?
Mm-hmm.
Play that." And they'll be like, "How did you get this?" Okay, ready. Um,
Okay.
I did not do it.
Oh, it's my
Yeah,
okay.
go.
All right. I didn't do it. No, that's too aggressive. It's too aggressive. Let me try again. That's too aggressive. That's
Oh
not
yeah,
doing
we got to
anything.
really sway
That's
the
like I'm guilty.
jury.
Yeah. I didn't do it. Is that
That
good?
was really good. Okay, I got to
Yeah.
redo mine because
That's
mine
really
was
good.
not. Mine
Yeah.
didn't sway. Okay, I'm about to sway the jury.
Right.
Viewers, if you're listening, I bet
Okay.
you're crying right now over Josh's demand for justice because he didn't do it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I did not do this. Got it.
Nice. Wow.
That's it,
That
dude.
was
That's
good.
money. Did you feel that one? Dude, so we're clear if we're ever
catch
in
us
a
walk
trial.
catch us walking out scotch free,
Scot free,
dude.
bro. I can
Skipping.
do whatever the
I'm
frick I want.
dude, I'm skipping out of that police
I'm that
station like
double-sided scotch tape, dude. No one's freaking getting away.
dude, her lawyers are such a joke. It's insane to me. And then who was it was
His
his
psychiatrist. Yeah.
psychiatrist? Yeah, dude.
She
She's amazing.
I would buy her 5 billion Lamborghinis because I'm hiring her as my psychiatrist, and that's just facts, dude, because she's the best there is, I'm convinced.
Dude, okay, refresh my memory on the muffin scenario because I remember it kept getting brought up, and then she was like, "Can I just tell you the thing about the
Yeah.
muffins?" And then
She literally was
and
like, "Can I
then she
just tell you the
explained it.
story so that we can stop talking about the muffins because it's really stupid." Because basically the lawyers are at such a low point that all they can do is
They're just
personally attack this woman.
grasping.
They are like they're
Yeah,
just trying to make her seem like they're just trying to discredit the psychiatrist because the psychiatrist has like really solid testimony and evidence that proves
mhm.
like Johnny Depp's point. So they're coming after her and they've got nothing. And so they're basically just trying to discredit her practice. They start off the whole questioning by saying by saying, "So you've been practicing for 8 years, right?" And then right off the bat, the psychiatrist goes, "That is incorrect." And she goes, "I'm sorry." The lawyer's like, "What?" And she goes, "I've been licensed for like 15 years and I've been practicing for like 10 or something like that." Like it was significantly longer than the
Yeah.
lawyer said. And so it just completely
Yeah.
blew through that, where she was just trying to make her seem like she was inexperienced. And she's like, which 8 years
Mhm.
is still a long freaking time. That's
Yeah.
365 days times freaking 8, dude. So that's a lot of days.
Mhm.
So, anyways, the muffin gig was literally just another attempt to discredit this lawyer. Is that the psychiatrist had to have a meeting with Amber Heard, asked her a bunch of questions to literally do her job and like gauge her, no pun intended, gauge her like mental stability and like her mental health is what I meant. And
Mhm.
so to see if like there was any credit to these things about like a disorder or like some sort of like mental health problem that caused sort of this stuff, to happen or be more
Mhm.
likely, or to like prove that it is incredibly likely that it happened. And so that morning she had told it was like a regular thing for her husband to go get muffins for his wife, the psychiatrist, and the person, because he's a
Mhm.
nice guy. Okay. And so she said, "Can you go get the muffins or whatever, because you have to be out of
What a
here."
hubby,
And I'm
by the way.
paraphrasing. She's like, "You got to be out of here because I've got a client coming in." And
Mhm.
she's in a high level trial. So there's no way to know that the dude knew that it was going to be Amber Heard, but the lawyer was implying and saying that the psychiatrist like basically broke confidentiality and told her husband, "Oh, dude, you're never going to guess what I'm doing today. I am questioning Amber Heard in the Johnny Depp v. Amber Heard trial currently going on the interwebs and on TV. That's very famous clients, and I am working with them today." But like she didn't. She said it was a very regular thing. He did not know who was coming in. He could have put it together, but she did not say it. Um, and he went and got muffins for her and the client. And the lawyer was coming at her saying basically, you waved it in her face and were like, "I told my husband that you were gonna be here and he's getting us muffins and he knows that it's you." When he was literally just getting muffins for his wife and the client, and it was like a very
And then she
regular
said
thing.
she
Yeah.
normally she said she get it herself, but she's regularly late a lot. And then
She's like, "I had so much to
said like her
do and I
husband would
wanted to make sure that I
yeah,
was
her husband
there."
just brings them.
And so, yeah, it was just like such a pathetic attempt. But the lawyer sat on this for like 5 to 10 minutes, just kept coming back around to like, "And you got muffins, and you brought muffins to this meeting, and just you told your husband that Amber Heard was an idiot, is what you said." And she said, "No, that didn't happen. He didn't even know that Amber Heard was there." And she's like, "But you did say that Amber Heard was going to be there and to get muffins because she's an idiot." And the psychiatrist is like, "No, I didn't say that. Can we get past the muffins?" And she's like, "Okay,
The
but just
lawyer's
tell him,
just
just say
like,
into the mic that you did, in fact, call Amber Heard an idiot and get muffins. The husband said she's an idiot." And she's like, "I'm not going to say that."
she goes, so just would you say that there was muffins there? And she's like, yes, there was muffins there. And she goes, are there any left over? And she's like, what? And she's like, can I have a muffin,
She goes,
please?
"What bakery would you say you got those muffins from?" Because they sound, I was talking to my client, Miss Heard, and they sounded really good. And
She she goes, me and my husband were talking to my client, Miss Heard, who he's a huge fan. Oh
son
frick.
of a self incrimination, gosh dang it. Um, yeah, dude, such a pathetic defense, honestly. It's so bad. And dude, I didn't tell you, I don't know if you saw it, but I saw it on Twitter. I was going to text it to you and I was like, I'll save it for the pod. She fired her PR team, dude.
Good, because they
I
suck.
don't know if that means her lawyers, but she fired the PR team, which I think is public relations, right before her testimony she was about to give. Like, she's about to go on the witness stand and she fired her PR team. So I don't
I
know
saw
if
she
that
went on the
means
witness stand today,
I didn't see
and
anything
I
about
didn't really.
today.
Yeah, I just saw she was on it, but I didn't watch any of it.
Yeah, dude, that freaking time the lawyer asked a question and then called and then said hearsay, and then the judge said,
The
"Sir, you
judge
asked
goes,
the question."
he goes, yeah, oh
He
frick,
goes, "Oh,
and
that's
he's just
right."
like rummaging. He's like, oh my
He's
gosh.
like, "Oh, that's right. Sorry." He was so embarrassed. I felt bad for the guy, honestly, because I mean, there's probably some fat pressure. Maybe this is like the first big thing that he's done or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's
Yeah,
because he's on
and there's
TV or what.
so much evidence against her too, and he's like, how the frick do I make this?
Stick.
And this is what I do this is what I do if I'm him, and I go, Your Honor, dumb question, and then they start answering the dumb question. I go, hearsay, and they go, you asked the question. I go, Your Honor, she freaking did it.
It's just like, objection, dude. How are you gonna hire 3 lawyers and they're all complete morons? I'm sorry, but
That's what I'm
they are
saying.
all bad. And Johnny Depp's lawyers are all
Yeah.
great, and hers are all really bad. I've never seen such a poor attempt at a defense, and I'm like, you've got bukus of cash, my dude, and
Hmm.
you hired $2 lawyers, man. Like you might as well have hired an actor who acts like a lawyer, like, because they're garbage.
I
They're
w-
like extras in a movie in the background that you cut out their scene because they suck.
they really all they talk a lot of stuff about that doesn't have anything to do with the case.
Yeah,
And like, what was the whole deal with like her and James Franco?
I didn't hear that part,
Okay, there's like freaking dude. First of all, look at us talking about things we don't have all of the information
dude.
for. That's American, right? So I saw the video and it was like she got in an elevator and James Franco was in
Oh, I
there, and
heard a
then like she
bit of
just gets
it,
like
but
super close. They just get super close together. I guess it's implying that they were kind of a
do
thing
they
while she was
have
also like,
like a video of it?
there's a video of them in the elevator,
Okay,
yes.
wow, that is some evidence to dig up,
Yeah.
my dude.
But also I'm kind of like, technically her cheating isn't a crime.
Yeah, I mean, it just adds to the whole thing where like
Falsely,
she is the
yeah,
perpetrator.
that's
That's
true.
the idea,
That is true.
dude. When okay, I'm like, the psychiatrist was such a show. If you haven't watched that part of the trial, please go watch it. Just look up Johnny Depp
Yeah.
psychiatrist. And I watched 3 separate videos totaling like 45 minutes, and I was so entertained. And I felt those 3 emotions I was talking about earlier. Okay. And so
Yeah.
like it was just it was insane how well versed this psychiatrist was. She's obviously done this before, and she just knew how to answer every question. Given the lawyers were really like alley ooping it to her and just like, hey, can you slam dunk on us, please? Because she
Yeah, just
shattered that
dunk in my
backboard.
face real quick.
She shattered the backboard. She was holding the rim when she came
Hmm.
down. And so, like, at one point, the lawyer is like, oh my gosh, dude, saying something about like, now it says here that it's, I'm paraphrasing, but she's like, it says here that it's insanely way more likely that the guy would definitely um like say that like she beat her when he beat her. uh it says that, and then the psychiatrist says, basically, again, I'm paraphrasing, but she's like, actually it says the complete opposite of that. So like the lawyer like comes with this point that's supposed to be heavy hitting, like just like
Right.
proves her point. She's like, it says in your report that this is exactly what would happen and that Johnny Depp is guilty. And then the psychiatrist goes, basically, if you look again, you'll see it's the actual complete opposite, where when women are the perpetrators, that men are less likely and women are way more likely to claim that the man started it and gaslight him. And like you could tell, I was waiting for the lawyer to like be like, that's, you answer my question, like, and try to stop her, because she just completely destroyed her in
Yeah.
court. And like, oh my gosh, it was an amazing feat. I will say that. And yeah, I was just super impressed by that. And the lawyer was like speechless after. It was freaking hilarious. She's like,
Mhm.
literally, I do this all the time as a joke, but
As you
she
should be.
said, okay. She's just like she could not come back from that. She just proved her guilty pretty much because she didn't
Yeah.
read good enough. And I'm like, you are crazy. Why are you getting paid?
It's pretty bad. I don't know why. If she like they go misheard, like it's your time to be on the stand, I'd be like, actually, I'm okay. Like I'll just
Yeah,
pay him.
actually,
And they're
I'll
like, no,
settle,
like you can.
and
It's like,
I'll do a public apology, and I'll give Johnny Depp $4 billion, and I'll let him play my part in Aquaman 2. I will let him have that part.
he can be the
He can be the
princess.
princess, and I will quit, and I will quit acting forever.
Oh, I'll find someone else to. I'll find someone else to trick into a relationship.
Yeah. So,
No, I think I actually feel bad for her because I feel like there's something genuinely
oh, for
wrong with her.
sure.
Like,
I mean, you wouldn't do anything like this
yeah,
if there
like
wasn't, and you can tell that
exactly.
it sucks. Maybe I like kind of get the feeling that she didn't think that he would actually do it. Like he says it in the call,
Yeah,
or he says it at some point where he's like, "I'm gonna do it," and she's like, "Yeah, okay." Like you won't, and then he did, and you can see it on her face that she's like, "I
yeah,
can't believe that this is happening." Like, because I don't think that
yeah,
she thought that he would, and I don't think that she thought that he would win. And she's like
and I
completely,
doubt
and he's
he.
been preparing, and he's got like
Mhm.
amassed obviously tons of evidence, took pictures,
So
screenshots,
much,
and he's just like,
so
hey,
much.
lawyers, here's all this stuff, do your job. And she's coming up and going, uh, uh, he said this one time. And the lawyer's like, I think we can win this. And then they just get
Yeah,
absolutely destroyed.
the
Misheard, we
lawyers are
cannot
like
win
they
this.
have
We
like all the
cannot, we
evidence.
cannot. I thought you, they come back after the first session. Like, I thought you didn't do it.
Yeah. We asked you point blank, and you said
You
no.
said
What the
he did
frick?
it. And we're seeing that you did it. And I'm defending
And sh-
you?
and she's like, no, like I didn't do it. And they're like, did you? y- Did you hear with the voice? What you? They go, you're gonna get me fired. And,
You're going to
and she's
humiliate
like,
me.
and that's exactly what's
That's
happening,
exactly
dude.
what's happening.
Johnny Depp comes to these lawyers and he's like, I've got this case. Here's like all the evidence, and they're like, dude, what? This is so much. This
They're
is
like,
so
dude,
much
you
evidence.
literally
Like we've
did all of
never.
our work for us.
They go like, we've never had this much evidence in our entire lawyer
I had a
lives.
video of a
And he's
guy
like,
murdering someone, and this is more evidence than I've ever had.
that guy got
That
out.
guy got out
You
clean.
understand?
That's why you're hiring me. I'm the best.
He goes, we had a video of two guys on a podcast saying they didn't do it, and they went free.
It was
Okay,
amazing. Really a
this
feat.
evidence.
They
Yeah,
prepared for this
they
outcome.
did it,
They're like, they
dude.
look
Okay,
over he comes in and like sets down all the evidence, and they're like, they read over all that evidence after like 3 hours, and they go, wow, that was amazing. And they lean back and they're like looking at each other, the partner lawyers, and they're like, Johnny, now listen. What if I told you we have a foolproof plan? This evidence is great, but we've tried something else before and it worked. Let me tell you about this. It's called the puppy plan. We get a video of you holding a puppy, crying, slam dunk. I'm just saying slam dunk. And he's like, I think we'll go with the evidence. And he's like, I'm just saying
Johnny
that's an
goes,
option. Costs a little bit more cheddar, if you know what I'm saying. But I got to get a videographer, and then a
I got a
puppy.
puppy.
Got to get the
Gosh.
best puppy. Takes a long time to vet those bad boys. And
Johnny goes, no, I'm not gonna go with you. And he goes, okay, you're lost. And he goes, never heard. What if I told you I've got a foolproof plan?
he goes, all
And she's
right, guess
like,
I'll just call my other option. And he's like, are
I
you
got tons of.
implying that it's misheard? And he goes, no, that's confidential. But
Never heard of her.
I don't think the lawyer goes, I guess I'll call my other client. And he goes, who's your other client? He goes, I don't think you've heard of her.
He goes, You're
He
implying.
goes,
He
it's
goes,
misheard. And he goes, no, I would never give away my client's information like that. You heard nothing.
he
He
goes,
goes,
you're implying
it's
again.
misheard. He's like, absolutely not. Oh my gosh, dude. He's like, I've never heard somebody imply this so intensely that I'm implying that my client is misheard. Johnny Depp was like,
And he goes,
are you serious?
he goes, Amber, heard serious. He goes, that was just bad.
He goes,
He's like,
dude,
I
that's
don't know,
a
it's
reach,
misheard.
man.
It was misheard.
He's like, that's a
He goes,
reach, man.
yeah, it's misheard.
Yeah, it's misheard. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's misheard. I'll see you later. Um, it's misheard. I'll see you later. Grant picks up his puppy and he's like, I'll see you later. See you in court.
He picks up his briefcase and there's just a puppy, like it's like a puppy bag. All the files are like
Half-
next to
yeah,
a puppy. He's like, I'm sorry that we couldn't come to an agreement on this one. Stands up. There's just like a big fluffy puppy in the bag, and he's like, "It's okay, buddy. It's okay. We're gonna go to someone who appreciates you a little bit more, okay? Not Mr. Johnny Depp here, who definitely did it." He's like, "Excuse me, that is so unprofessional." He's like, confidential.
He goes, also, by the way, since I'm not your lawyer, how about a little tip of advice, huh? Maybe don't use all that evidence in court, though. Like, don't use it. It won't help you. I just...
He's like, I'm going to freaking destroy... He goes, I'll see you in court, and I'm going to freaking end your career. And he goes, loved you in Pirates, though. I hope to see you in the reboots that they're coming out with soon. And he's like, I'm never doing Pirates. He's like, I'm going to freaking kill you, man. I'm going to destroy you in court. You deserve it at this point. If you're not going to do Pirates, you're not going to be Jack Sparrow, then what are you going to act like another role or something? He's like, I've done other movies before. It's like, really? Because I've never heard of him, but I have Written on the Black Pearl. He's like,
and he goes, right?
No, he's in the middle of this meeting, and he's in the middle of this meeting, and then his phone goes off, and it's the Pirates of the Caribbean theme. He's like, now, he's trying to like really hard to be like very professional. He's like sweating, and he's like,
yeah.
So if you see this evidence, he's like,
oh my gosh, and he can't find it.
And he's like, yeah, it's like playing for a super long time. And then he gets it out of his briefcase finally. He's like, hits it. He's like, hey, Mom. No, I'm with him right now.
Huh?
And you can hear it's like, oh, could you get his autograph, sweetie? I know you wanted it really bad. It's like, Mom, I'm working right now and I can't talk. Yeah, I want $50,000 on the table by this afternoon, and you're fired. Sorry, there's another client there, and he's like, was that your mom? He's like, no, and I know you think that sounded like the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack theme. Let me promise you, sir, it was absolutely not that. I hate that movie, and honestly think it was your worst role.
He's like, he just chucks it at the wall, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh!" And he's like, "Now."
He doesn't even say anything. He's like,
about them.
He's like, I honestly think it was your worst, and it starts going off, and it just chucks it.
He's like, "Now." The muffins, did you have them?
I really think we could do something with this muffin bit here. Listen, they're going to come after you hard with the muffins, and you've really got to stand your ground, okay? And he's like, what are you talking about? Listen, I've heard their muffin pitch. It's incredible. I mean, I've never seen anything like it in American law because who would do it, right? But it's something the judge has never seen before. It's going to entertain her. Talking about the judge on a side note, though, the judge is so tired of this case.
Oh, dude.
So tired of these lawyers, dude. She's like,
yeah.
Overturned the objection. Are you serious? Just like so pissed off, and her voice is redonkulous, my dude.
What was it? I think there was one witness that she like dismissed because she was like, have you been keeping up with any of this? And she was like, yeah. She was like, I can't tell. And that again, though, I haven't seen that full thing, but yeah, dude, to me a judge kind of seems like like people are venting to somebody, and then the judge goes to the jury, right? But would be other people,
Yeah.
and you'd be like, "What do you think?" And they're like, "I think she's guilty," and she's like, "Good enough for me."
Sounds
And
good,
then they're just
man.
like, "You're guilty."
Slams the gavel. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man.
Yeah. So my job was just this, and I ask you guys, and I'm gonna hit it like twice, 2 or 3 times,
Is that good, or is it?
and
Is it?
whatever
It's
you
like
guys
you
think.
think that it's like a
No,
big deal, and it's like you come in for the interview to be a judge. I don't even know if there is an interview, but you come in and you're like,
I
they're
don't think
like,
there is.
see here, you've worked at a whack-a-mole center for was it 30 years? It's impressive. I bet your gavel would sound incredible in court. And he's like, I don't like I don't like to brag, but I do have a pretty strong arm here. So he's like, actually,
He brings out a briefcase and clicks it. He's got his own little javelin. He's like, "I could play it for you if you
he's like,
want." He goes,
I could, I could give you a couple shots there. I could give you a few pointer tips on how to hit that.
"Yeah, I'd actually like to. Let's just see what you got." And he goes, "I'll stand back." No, seriously, stand back. And then he like does it, and they're like, "Wow, that was really good." He goes, "Right, it's in the elbows." Actually,
He goes,
a lot of people
before he does
do
it,
more.
he's like, okay, what is this? This oak or just don't want to break the table? Sorry, just gonna see here. Like puts his eye like really close down to. He's like, that's pretty good. So just want to be careful not to break your table here. He's like, I need perfect conditions. I really take this seriously. They're like, absolutely, no, totally. They're like, wow, we've never seen someone take this so seriously. Just hitting a hammer and sitting in a dress. That's all you're doing. He's like, listen, I'm gonna make some changes around here if I get the job. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna hit this gavel. When I hit this gavel, people are gonna say, "Crank that soldier," and I am not going to stop until that soldier's cranked. And
he goes, when I hit this, everyone's gonna feel it, and it's gonna take away from the case. Okay, so we need to listen to me.
okay,
All right.
listen. I think that I
He just starts beating. He beats it uncontrolled. He starts beating it just mid case, and then everyone's like watching. He's like, "It's pretty good, right?"
He's like when he's super
like,
old, he keeps thinking he like has memory loss and he thinks he's at the whack-a-mole thing again. He's just in the middle of it. He's like, and they're like, Judge Connors, and, oh, and they're like,
it just gets super sidetracked.
he's like,
What's the case?
sorry,
Who did it?
Guilty. And they're like, we just started. He's like, oh, sorry.
No, I knew that. I was
zooming
testing,
in to another one here. I'm a busy man, so those online.
I'm doing
ones
2
these
cases,
days,
so
it's Drake Bell's case. Oh, that's a bad one.
oh, that's
man,
that's in Mexico.
Child endangerment. Not a fun case to be gabbling. I'll tell you that much. Drake Bell, love that show. Anyways,
okay, so I know last week we might have said we were going to talk about Moon Knight.
Yeah.
And then we ended up not talking about it. Classic us, right? Because we
went on too many trails.
We kind of got on a trail. So now it's over with. Also, okay. Okay. A trail. May the 4th be with everybody.
It's gonna be
should have done
a week after.
We should have, yeah. When you're seeing this, it's Star Wars Day. Yeah,
I hope the 4th was
like
with
it's with
you.
us.
Yeah. It's currently with us right now.
And we missed an opportunity to do a Star Wars special. Our bad. Maybe next year.
Disney,
but probably
next
not.
Year. Think about giving us the trailer sneak peek first, so we can talk about it the day it releases. Just throwing that out there.
And we're
Disney, know you're listening.
And we're gonna try to remember to get into the Obi-Wan trailer in just a minute, but this needs to be okay. So we didn't talk about Moon Knight, and now it's over, right? As you're watching this, the season finale had come out, and we watched it. And the plan was for us to watch it, and then to discuss with you guys how great it was.
That was the plan.
And it, and if you haven't watched it, go watch it. I'll give you like a couple seconds.
And you're out of time.
Stop this if you don't want to hear about it because we're about to
bad.
spoil something
You're
for
out.
you. It freaking sucked.
It
buttholes.
was farty
Like
fart farts.
say you have gas,
You have
okay?
gas.
And say you have gas and you can't get it out of your
You
butt.
have gas and you can't get it out of your butt. I was like, I'm just gonna say whatever he says to say, and he said it. I was like, it's so funny.
Okay. So the way to get to what the way to extract that gas from your butt to watch the finale of Moon Knight because it was bad. It was so bad it took that fart right out of your butt. Right.
Yeah,
It was just so freaking rushed. I don't even want to talk about it too
not
long
really.
because it was. I'll talk about it to the length that they gave me in the finale.
Mhm.
Right. It wasn't good. It was very rushed, and a lot of it didn't make sense. And then what did make sense was rushed. There we go.
That's I'd say that about does it, man. You know. Hey, but though, episode 5,
Episode 5 was so freaking good, dude.
amazing. Episode 4 and 5 were the best. I liked 5 more. I think 4 was the highest rated one. It was well rounded, but I care more about the emotional side and the drama, and so that was more episode 5,
Really good.
more of that than the action, and I really liked that stuff. Josh, do you almost lose something there?
Oh. Yeah, dude, I almost kicked my light completely over.
That would have been something.
That would have been good TV.
Yeah.
I let's just fix that. Yeah. I'm just too strong. I just I saw okay, so I saw a lot of people upset with Moon Knight over my mom also didn't like this. Um like the split personalities thing. I
Mm-hmm.
don't understand why that was such a big deal.
Like you don't understand why people
I
don't like
understand.
it?
I mean, I do to an extent. I don't get this about, I guess, people today and what they get upset about. I get it. Like, what bothers you is your thing, and I'm
Right.
not shaming anyone for that. But, however, like actors specifically, like people were mad Bryan Cranston played a paraplegic because they were like, it should be played by another paraplegic. It's like that's not the thing, man. Like they're actors. Their job is to be something that they're not, and then it's on
Yeah.
screen.
That would be a
So like
documentary they're thinking of.
that's right. So like when an actor does something, you shouldn't think like, oh, that's how they are. Like they're making fun of, or that role should be played by someone who actually is. So then I guess everyone's I just don't understand that. But people were mad that uh, Moon Knight he had split personalities, which is explained in episode 5, which was so freaking good.
Yeah, and it's comic book accurate,
And
so anyone complaining just hasn't read the comics. And that's fine.
yeah,
But don't complain about it,
and
maybe.
that's fine. Exactly. Yeah, I get it. Maybe you don't like split personalities this
Yeah, I
way.
get it. Maybe you're
And I'm
super
sure
mean to
people
people who
who
have mental health conditions. I get it. Maybe you're just an awful person. I
yeah, it's
get it. It's
fine.
fine.
And I'm sure with people with split personality disorders aren't a big fan of that either,
Yeah.
right? It's too loud.
Yeah.
You hear? So whatever, dude. It's still worth a watch. It's just that last episode sucks cheeks.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's all we're gonna say about that.
Yeah.
And I still recommend watching it though. There's worse things out there. I don't know if you've heard us ever talk about something worse.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever heard of something worse than that. It starts with an S and it rhymes with rhymer butt.
Yeah, but okay. I remembered it this time. But so as you guys are hearing or watching this episode, the final Obi-Wan trailer dropped today.
I don't know if it's the final. It's
And
just a trailer.
okay, well, I would hope they don't release another trailer.
I want to see more
'Cause that
Darth
would be too
Vader,
many
or I'm going to
trailers.
scream.
I do too, but I feel like
But also, we are
you
very
should
close.
save that for the
We are
show.
very close.
Yeah, we're super close. We're super
I feel
close.
like I
And
thought he
my
was going to
heart-
be in the show more, and I feel like he's not going to be in it as much as I thought, and I'm going to be disappointed. My expectations are
I'll
too
be
high.
happy. Yeah.
I mean, like,
and
I'll enjoy
Disney,
the show.
right?
I'm not going to say I'm going to hate the show, but I'm just
Right.
scared that Darth Vader's not going to be in there. They made it seem like he was going to be a very main, like the main antagonist, but it seems from the trailer that one girl is going to be the antagonist, which is fine. But it's like, don't tease me with Darth Vader, please.
I've read that she. Okay, this is what I don't like is, and this would be so Disney to screw it up because Disney does this. They go, "What would you like?" And they go, "I would like this." And then Disney goes, "How about what you didn't ask for? Do you like that?" And you go, "No." And they go, "Well, you're not getting your money back."
They go, can I please get mayo on my burger? And they go, mustard. All right, sounds good. And you go, no, that's so different than what I said. They're like, starts with an
And
M,
they
starts
go,
with an
"Here's your
M, looks
ketchup."
good.
They go, "No, I don't want that. Here's your ketchup." Wait, you said
Take
mustard.
it,
Mustard it
take
is.
it. Oh, mustard? Absolutely, I can get that for you.
So that woman in the
Yeah.
trailer who seemed that you said was going to be the main antagonist. Okay, apparently she's going to have more of an important role in the film, and I've read, and it's not confirmed that this is true, but like I said, Disney would definitely do this. She struggles with the dark side and the light side, and then Obi-Wan has sway over her to eventually change her mind,
Mm,
and then she I'm assuming would convert to the light side.
right.
Um, which I can see, and I swear, dude, on all that is good and true, if this show ends up just being about like her,
I'm going to be pissed.
so I've got a table, I'll flip it,
Listen,
dude.
I know Disney. Listen to me. Listen to me, Disney.
Listen to
I
him.
know that Obi-Wan is a white man, but I'm telling you, he's the best one there is. So please, just make the show about him, and it's gonna be okay. He's the most beloved white man in history. I swear. Okay, because
Yeah.
Jesus
Of our
was not
generation, right?
white, and also not very
Not at all.
loved. Okay, so there you have it. Obi-Wan, best white guy, 2022 and on and before. So please just make the show about him and only him and Darth Vader, please. Thank
And
you.
that okay, like that's the thing, right? Like Disney, I get it. Like you're if you want the bags, just do what the people ask,
If
right?
you
Because you
want the
can get bags
bags,
that way.
just do what the people ask. Give the mayo on the burgie.
And I understand like sometimes what people ask for isn't what's needed.
Sure.
But in this situation though, okay, I've said this a couple times
Say it
in my
again.
lifetime and I'll say it again which will make it another
Yeah.
time, right? So the only time it's really most of the time when people ask for something, it's most of the time like not what it needs to be. I get it. Except when it comes to Star Wars. Most of the time the fans are correct on what would be good for that
Or at
because they
least
care
take
about it
the
so
at least
deeply.
take the meat and spit
At
out the
least take some hit.
bones.
Right.
Because
You're right.
there
Right.
is some absolute crappage I've seen. But
Yeah, there is.
Boba Fett was a just it was
And that's the example that I'm presenting is Boba Fett would be an example of Disney being like, "What would you like?" And they go, "I would like this." And they go, "Would you like poop on your burger with that?" And they go, "Excuse me?" And they go, and then they poop in their hand and just there you
and then
go. And they
Amber
go,
Heard
"I
is the one serving your burger, and you're like, son of a gun,
yeah."
man.
And then she's like, "The dogs did it."
Mm.
Dude, I love by the way that the lawyer was like, "How do you know it wasn't the dogs?" And he goes, "They're Yorkies. They're this small." Which tells everyone viewing that this turd was massive, right?
Big time. I saw this stupid little like the crappiest one of the crappiest made YouTube videos ever. It was like 1 minute long, and it was Amber Heard's wake up routine, and it was just this dude, like didn't even dress up, just a dude, and he was like, first thing I like to do is wake up, take a big fat crap, and then continue sleeping. But like he didn't get out of bed, he just laid there.
Yeah. um But yeah, so the Book of Boba Fett is an example of that. And with this one in particular, especially such a beloved character, because even though a lot of people may have not been fans of the prequels,
They were
I feel
sure
like
as
our
heck fans of
generation,
Obi-Wan.
exactly, because he was the brightest
The
light
bright
of
star.
this of the most CGI filled film you've ever seen.
Okay, and
And
also public statement. I think we talked about it on season 1. Josh and I think that Hayden Christensen did a good job. Okay?
he did do a good job. And if anyone says anything else, I understand you. I think that you should be able to say your opinions, and I feel like they should be valued. And I think you should continue to think of these things and form your opinions and say them to people. Not that one.
You're incorrect, sir. Or ma'am.
First of all, first of freaking all, dude, okay? It was his first acting job. Now, I get it. That shouldn't be an excuse. However, I'll say, how about you try acting? You can't, right? And you
No
do
one would
it
hire
with
you.
absolutely and do it with nobody except the people behind the cameras being like, "Okay, say the thing." And then you say the thing, but you
A
say it to
script you didn't write.
that you probably don't understand because Star Wars is honestly hard to understand. And then they go say the thing, and then you say it, and who do you say it to? Freaking nobody, because he barely had any human interactions and like pretty much just half puppets sometimes
Hollywood
because everything
duty.
was
Hollywood
CGI.
swallowed him whole and spit him right back out.
Yeah, it's they. Okay, what they did was they had a full belly and it was clogged, and then they watched the last episode of Moon Knight, and then what came out went all over Hayden
Yep,
Christensen.
that's facts.
He's a national treasure to Star Wars. And anyone who says differently, I get it. I understand. You should think those things. Except for that one, dude.
Here's my thing, dude. If I hear any hate
Oh
towards my
gosh.
boy,
Dude, calm
okay?
down. Oh,
If I hear, I'm gritting my teeth right now.
oh
If
my
you can't
gosh.
freaking see
Dude,
me,
he's
okay?
serious.
If I hear any freaking hate,
Oh my
Hayden
gosh. Dude!
Christensen,
Dude, stop!
my sweet boy,
Oh my
he's
gosh.
old now.
Dude, he means it.
You better stop that. You better stop that.
I'm not.
Stop it.
Ooh. Oh
Okay?
my gosh.
Because
It's so serious.
because he's a good man.
He's a good man.
And he deserves to be
good man.
appreciated. Because you people ruined his life, took him out of acting, his passion, okay? And then he's coming back to try again. And if you freaking say bad things, I'm going to hunt down every last one of you. And I'm going to
hurt ya.
freaking hurt ya. I'm a man of my word.
Oh my gosh.
This is how crazy
No one's
Batman's made Gotham.
Yeah, that so yeah, that's what that is.
That's all I got to say about that. So I better see.
That's what that is.
Better see some Hayden Christensen love. Okay. Comment down below that you
and I
love
think
Hayden Christensen.
Dude, everyone just comment how much you love Hayden
Everyone,
Christensen.
comment down below how much you love Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker.
He did such a good job, and honestly, no one else. I mean, this is no one else could have done that better than how he did it. You just can't do it. Like,
And listen, I've been thinking
as
about
good-
this statement all day. I've been thinking about tweeting this thing out. Okay. As a
Tweet it.
man with
Dude, put it out
as
there.
a man with mommy
Mhm.
issues, I can confidently say he did great. Okay. I'm watching this dude. I'm
The character
saying
Anakin did have mommy
he's
issues.
got more problems than I do, for sure. Okay. Taken away from his mother at a very young age, and then, spoiler alert,
Her dying
his
in his
mother's
arms?
murdered, and then dies in his arms. Okay.
And then he
And
casually
he has
slaughters
immense power.
men, women, and children.
He's told,
Mhm.
you're the chosen one. Okay. He's super
a lot
skilled.
of pressure.
And so what do you do with that power when your mother gets killed? you freaking destroy everyone. Okay, it's literally the Jedi. It's like the whole Force thing where it's like he's not supposed to have that attachment to his mother so that he doesn't end up using his power for evil. But that didn't work that way because that didn't happen. You know, you should watch the movie if you don't know the story, okay? And then he's got a girl that he freaking loves, okay? And he's got mommy issues, so then he breaks the Jedi code and freaking falls in love with her, okay? And then she gets hurt, okay?
Now you are the chosen one, and then you also have the gift of prophecy, but it's not full, right? It's like clouded a little bit. So then he gets a hint that this woman that he loves is going to
i.e.,
die
his
soon.
mother
And then
his mother substitute.
So then he's like, frick, I gotta do everything in my power because I have tons of it. I gotta figure out how to use this immense power that I don't understand how to control, but I know I have it to stop this from happening. So then he is lied to, he's manipulated, and then he falls for it because love does cloud the mind. It's a powerful tool, and it can also be a weapon to be used against you. Unfortunately, that is love. The question is, what is love? It's a weapon.
It's a weapon of mass destruction. It's a weapon to the soul of man.
So he did a great job. So freaking shut up about it.
Shut the frick up.
Gosh. Well, guys, I think that does it for this episode. I think we're going to leave it with the Hayden love.
Yep.
Comment down below how much you love Hayden Christensen, dude.
Smash like, hit subscribe. Find us on all your streaming plats. And tell your
literally
friends.
Anything. We're on Twitter.
We're on Twitter.
We're on Twitter, and I don't know what it is, but you can probably find it at Rabbit Trails.
Yeah, ask me. I'll show you.
Handle, but...
It's in the bio.
Yeah, it's in the bio. So click it and then follow it, dude. I mean, that would be so grand. Help us grow the brand,
okay?
Because we like doing this stuff, and that's what we're gonna keep doing. And honestly, if you don't even follow it or support it, we're still gonna do it anyway.
If you guys want the merch, you better freaking tell your friends, okay?
I have had a lot of people contact me about merch.
If you want the merch,
unfortunately, dude, there's not enough right now.
Not enough people. We would be in debt to the American government.
And we probably still will do it just because we want our own merch.
We get our own merch.
So
y'all don't get merch unless you do your job, which is to free advertise us, okay? So go ahead and do that.
Pretty much up everything we have, and then you can also purchase.
Make us money, and then we'll take yours. Thanks.
And we'll provide you with something that you paid us for. So that's how America works.
That's America, baby.
There's enough cheddar in the world for everybody, though. So honestly, though, we really do appreciate everybody who listens and supports and subscribes. And even if you don't subscribe but you watch, that's cool too. Maybe comment a lot if you want to, like, boo, you guys suck, whatever. I don't, whatever you feel like saying, like, that's your truth, and I think you should do that. But say something nice. And we'll be here next week for another episode. So thank you guys, and we'll see you later.
See you then.